I'm Karla Pearce, and it is a hot one today. And what do you do when it's so hot outside you can fry an egg in the city? You get out of town. Seriously, I am here on the Shuswap. This is a great place to go when the heat is just too much. You can't take it anymore. Come out and get some beautiful breeze coming across here. I found a nice shady spot. I'm underneath a tree, and it is absolutely beautiful out there. We've got sun and waves, and you can actually see a little bit of white happening in the waves coming across with the tree here, and blue upon blue upon blue. So I think this is going to be a really kind of sunny blue painting with a kick of green, and I might turn some of that foreground water maybe a little more goldy, a bit more sun-kissed. I have been known to do it. Gonna have some challenges though because it is super windy, but I'm ready to get going. Alrighty, so I'm all set up to go here. One of the biggest issues I have is it's quite windy. As you can see, the way, like, there's movement in the water, which is really nice, but it also wants to blow my paper away. So I have to really hang on to things. My palette, the paper, the paint, the water, everything is kind of, I have to hang on to it. So a 9 by 12 piece of paper is great a lot of the time. That's really all I need. Now I just wet that down because kind of like to have it a bit wet before I start to paint. And again, because it's so windy, I'm gonna just be sneaky and hang on to everything with my thumb all at once. But you know, you can figure out your own way to do it. Most people are smarter than me and have clips and things to hang on to their painting. Okay, look at the pattern already. That's just because I'm sitting in the shade. But we'll just kind of ignore that, I guess. Let's go in here and start off with a beautiful horizon line in some greens and blues. And then I just love the lightness of the sky. It's so pretty. I'm gonna come down and maybe some of that as well. Oh, just wonderful. I might make a cloud a bit later, maybe a little bit more of that. I'm mixing a couple of different blues here. I don't know how well you can see it because of the way that the light is reflecting on this painting. But we're going in with some blues, different types of blues, to get the feeling of the mountains and in the landscape. So we'll get this back one in here, and then maybe that one can carry over there. That one can carry over there. There we go. And then let's get some lighter green happening just right away in these in the foreground, because there are some trees, and you know, we haven't missed out on that early green. We're still there. It's hot. Yes, it is hot in the city. Disaster struck, but it wasn't that bad. You see what I mean? You really gotta hold this painting down. Hold her down. Or else it'll just fly away. Okay, so now I'm just flat out dealing with the wind. I'm gonna put this over here and put my thumb on it down here. Oh, wow! There we go. Okay, we're gonna do a different hold. So working with that, this is now going to become some of the water reflection. And here we go. Oh, that's quite lovely. How that one's rolling across there. Love it when it just paints it all for me. And then try to get some of the motion the excitement and movement. Wow. Okay, and look at that. It didn't ruin a thing. It's perfect still. Okay, so we've got, whew, I'm about ready to blow away here. We've got the feeling of the water a little bit. I want to put more deeper ripples into it. And as we come closer, I'm going to pull in some warmer tones down here. And getting the feel of the curl is something I'm still not quite there yet, but I'm trying. It doesn't happen here as much as, like, you don't get the opportunity to paint the white waves splashing along the water as much as you would in on the island or something where there's an actual ocean. We'd all go to Hawaii for a little while. It would actually be cooler there than it is here, I would imagine. I've been to Hawaii a few times. It's lovely there. We'll go hang out for a while. Okay, so I put some darker colors in here, but like what watercolor does is it just kind of mixes in. So even in that kind of chaotic beginning, I've managed to put in quite a bit of the painting right away. And you can sort of feel some of those trees and things that are there. Even though the painting was flying around and doing crazy things in the wind, you were still able to get some of those feelings in. Now I'm just blocking in a little bit of the detail here within the painting, as you can see the trees and the mountains coming across. So just popping in smaller bits and pieces there to indicate that this is a bit of a foreground area. And you can just use the shapes that are already in there. And the blobs here, well, that looks like a couple of trees in there. Still going with blues and browns. But this way it's like you can start to get a feel of that little bit of foreground. And then it kind of comes around here. I think we need to put in some warmer tones, but there's also a tree here, so it doesn't really matter that much. So looking at this back mountain in here, it's kind of a lighter bluey kind of tone, bluey green tone. Pushing back a little bit into the background. It doesn't really jump right out at you. I think also because we're going to put a tree right on top of that as well. It's a little lighter green in here, maybe. Pop that on there. And with the smaller brush, you can see I'm just kind of going over things a little bit. That was a little greener than I wanted. I'm going to pull that down into here. Do that back a little bit. There, that's better. So typically the brighter, the more intense the colors and chroma of things in the that are closer to you, and as we go away, they get less bright and kind of fade into the atmosphere. But when they're closer to you, you can see them better. Just like that. Okay, putting in some more energy into the trees here. Oh, like that. So that's looking okay. For as far as I'm concerned, it's fine. I'll put a little more that energy in there. Now, I'm sitting right next to a tree, and so I'm going to drop that baby in here right now. And it's a really big tree. I've been kind of doing this lately with these trees that are on the edge of the painting. I think it's just simply because I'm sitting in the shade and these trees are here where I'm sitting. So I'm literally just painting what I'm seeing, which is shade trees. I'm gonna start dropping in some leaves, and I'm just gonna start with kind of some lighter colors. Oh, maybe this one. And this is what we call carrying a color through, is when we take that same color and we kind of pull it around in the canvas. There we go. Okay, that's just a blob. I think that happened when the painting like flew up into my hand. I think that's a knuckle print right there. Okay. I just keep going and going and going, trying to get that dark enough right there. Not quite there yet. Get there. And so what I'm doing now is blocking in the shadows of some of those trees up there. Kind of have this black blob here. So when you got areas that are just too dark, you can just take your brush and kind of move the paint around. That's a neat thing about watercolors, is that they're very movable like that. But also the other thing about watercolors that a lot of people don't like is, well, they're super movable like that. Okay, I'm going back into the tree here, and I get some more foreground dark stuff. Sometimes it's nice. Okay, and you see, that's how I'm holding the paper down. Crazy town here. Oh. All right, more green. Okay, I think that's it. I'm calling it done. Okay, so we're looking like we're done. Here it is. Okay, there's landscape, and then we're gonna go. Okay. Oh yeah, looking pretty good. I don't know if I got the feeling of the waves and the movement as much as I wanted to. I tried to, but I'm feeling it's a successful painting. It has the feel of the moment, and I certainly enjoyed being here. I think I'm gonna get into that water pretty quick. Well, it's certainly a beautiful day, and when it gets hot like this, we just want to jump right into the water. And here we are in the Shuswap, this beautiful, huge body of water that's all fresh and gorgeous and cold. Oh my goodness, is it cold? So come, get yourself out of the house, jump in, cool off, and enjoy yourself. The world is waiting for you. I'm Karla Pearce, and thanks for watching.